Everyone, I hope you're having a great day, and it's Friday, and I know it's been a very long time, but I was traveling and I didn't want to give you guys content that you guys wouldn't like. So for this one, it is an ultra modern home with 4 bedrooms. Yes, a great open floor plan, and it actually looks really great. It is inspired from a home that I saw on Pinterest. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it when I was editing the video. By the end of this video, if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. That way I know that you like what I'm producing and you want to see more. So this video is a little longer, so it won't be an entire voiceover, but I will explain it shortly in the beginning so that you can get an idea of my thought process a little bit. So with that, let's get right into this video. I'm actually pretty excited to show you my thought process and the actual end result. So let's go. We are looking at my starting process, and that means rectangles, lots of squares, all that good stuff. And so here we are. As we're building this, or as I was building this, I was actually looking at the photo on Pinterest, and I wish I still had it and I wish I could find it, but I don't even know what criteria I put into the search engine to even find that home. But next time I do that, I'll make sure I make note of it and that I already have a picture of it so that you all can see it. And so with this one, I wanted this to look ultra modern. Like, I've seen a home similar to this from where I live, and I always wanted to build something like this. So the fact that I could, figure out the architecture of it and actually go ahead and do it. And don't get me wrong, this is not, very extravagant, but it is something completely different than what I've done. And so I think just, taking a step outside of my comfort zone is really where I wanted to go with this one. And I really hope you see this throughout the entire build. And so as you can see, I'm really making sure that I can get the bump outs and making sure that they look right and they look how I want them to look. And so with this one, we see a lot of whites, grays, and dark brown finishes. And so I couldn't see the back or the sides of the home. So the only real, layout and framework that I had to work off of was the front of the home. So the back of the home I was freestyling, I'm gonna be honest with you. And so this actually looks really good, I think, because as I said, I was freestyling. And towards the end of building out the exterior of the home, I actually added a few bump outs on the side. One was a gray brick that you can see in the front of the home, and then the other one is that brown that you can see I'm putting down now. I actually changed that out for a darker brown, but just for the sake of this, I really made this home over a span of, I think, 4 or 5 days. And it wasn't that long, so it was like maybe 30 minutes to an hour each day. And so my workload is getting pretty heavy, so I wasn't able to, work on it how I wanted to. But it did turn out for the amount of time that I put into it, the amount of thought that I put into it, and I really hope that shows here. So please let me know if you want to see more, homes that are modern and have this kind of uniqueness to it, because I don't think I've built something like this since probably the first video I've, uploaded that was a speed build. But I'm actually pretty proud of how this turned out, and I'm not even going to lie right now. I'm not even gonna front. I was actually pretty terrified about how this was gonna look. I kept getting frustrated because I wanted to use platforms, but the platforms weren't working, and I don't know. I'm just glad it worked, and I really can't wait to see, how many downloads this get, or, what if you play in this home, what is the family that you would put in this? Because from my perspective, I feel like they would definitely be very high scale people. They really go for all the experimental kind of meals that are in Dine Out. They really love vintage glamour, not in their home, but they love seeing it, like the art of it and everything. So I don't know. I was thinking about a family who would live here, but ultimately it just got pretty fuzzy because once I got to the actual kids room for this, the kids room is a kids room. Like, it's not a modern room for kids, it's a kids room. And so I think that was really the deciding factor of, oh, I can definitely see that I want the entire thing to be modern, but kids will be. And that's exactly what this room looks like. It's a lot of green. We see fairy lights. We see a lot of, clutter that is not really meant to be for the home, but it actually looks really great. And as you can see here, I really do go in and try to make the entire building kind of smaller. And eventually it does not matter, because as soon as I get into the interior, I realize that it's still a lot of home. And so moving forward, I made it bigger because I knew that if it was already pretty big, might as well keep it going. And so I did. And as you can see here, I'm just adding in some windows. I did kind of take a lot of inspiration from the front and around the home. So I do go ahead and add in the same kind of windows that I did in that front pillar. That was the gray kind of, I think it was like a chimney or something, but on the inside it's not a chimney at all. And I add a few more windows upstairs, and I really just wanted a lot of light in this home. It looks pretty dark a little bit, and so as much as I could put light or windows or doors that have windows with them into this home, I felt like the better. And I actually do put in a lot here. I do go in and take some out once I'm in the interior, but I feel like that's everyone's process, or it might just be mine. Yeah, it might just be mine. So when I go in and I'm building, I always go in and put in, where I think the windows would look great. But then as soon as I go in and I do the interior floor plan and where the bedrooms will be and things like that, they never turn out where I need them to. And so I always have like a door or a window right in the middle of a wall. So the wall is like cutting the window in half. Not great. And I end up changing it, but I think I'm getting a little bit better. And I know that when I'm building the floor plan or building the exterior and everything, it might be better to actually do, the windows after I've done the floor plan. That way I don't have to go in and put all this thought into where I think the windows would be, and then once I do the floor plan, it's completely different. And now I know, you live and you learn, and I think I'm definitely learning whenever I do speed builds. Another thing is that I'm getting a little bit better with where I'm being intentional for the outside and the exterior of the home. And that's not even for, the architecture of it, but also the decorations. I am becoming more at ease with where I put things. You can't really see that in the front yard because I do go back and forth a lot. But on the exterior for, decorations and furniture and stuff, it's getting a little easier, and I actually really like that. I feel like the more that I continue to do, speed builds and for modern homes and also other types of homes, like I love colonial homes. Cape Cods are really beautiful, but modern homes have always been a little difficult because there are a lot of modern things in The Sims, but there's also not a lot of modern things in the home or in The Sims. So it's really just a matter of what do you think the vibe of this home is and how can I get the furniture to kind of portray that. And it's getting pretty easy, but I still see myself struggling a lot, and I don't really want that. So every time I see any type of improvement, I'm just like, yes, applaud me now. And that's what I do. I feel like every time I have a small achievement or I see some improvement, that means that I'm doing something right. And I like that I'm doing something right. And although, playing The Sims 4 and creating content and everything for it is really a great project for me to take on, I also like to succeed. And so this is a way for me to actually, see the fruits of my labor, I guess, or just see the improvement. And every time I post something to the gallery, I'm always seeing something new. And, with the new build, I'm like, oh, I would have never done that about a year ago. So actually looking at it and seeing that I'm having that kind of mindset and that kind of way of thinking with my building, I think it's going really well. And I just can't wait to see what I do, like from a year now or something. Okay, so as we're moving on into the interior of the home, I do want to play a lot with, floor plans and what that looks like for this home because I couldn't see the floor plan. So the entire thing changes up quite a bit, but I do use platforms in both the front of the home and the entryway and the way leading out to the backyard to the pool. So there are a bunch of platforms here and they do change a lot. And as you can see, I do add, the rest of the platforms over to the right of the home. And as you can see here, I was really confused on whether or not I wanted, what I wanted to do for that backspace back there. It ends up being a bar and it's really long and it's great. And I do have a half bath back there too. And then here we have an open floor plan. It actually includes everything here. So we have the kitchen, the living room, and the dining space all in one. And it looks really great. So the way that the flow goes is that as soon as you come into the home, you'll be greeted by those platforms and you just have to take about 3 steps down. And then from there, you will be greeted to the living space. And then over to your left, there will be an office behind that kind of wall, but then we see the dining room and the kitchen towards the back of the home. And I think it looks really great because we have those windows there. It really opens up the space. And I actually really like the way that looks. I do end up going for a kind of entertainment center. It's really small, so it's not a lot, but it is an entertainment center and there's plenty of storage throughout this entire home. We do have some cabinets down here, but then we have a few things up in the individual rooms. And again, I think it's about 4 bedrooms because one of them is uses a Murphy bed, and I actually did not think that a Murphy bed with this home would look good, but it really does. Please, keep an open mind, trust the process. This is definitely one of those trust the process kind of builds. And as you can see here with the marble that I put down prior to putting down that green, definitely trust the process with this. I actually had to do that because at one point I was like, I'm going to scratch this entire thing. I do not want to see this anywhere. But it actually turns out to look really great. I don't know if it's one of my favorites, but it's definitely up there. And again, even if it isn't one of my favorites, I think we are doing a great job. I am so happy that, I'm actually doing this. Again, I'm improving and I'm actually creating something that people are using, and I actually really like that. So, big ups. Also, I'm actually really proud to announce that I've made Twitch affiliate. I'm so happy. I wish I could really, do the clapping sound here, but yeah, I'm really excited about that. I've been streaming on Twitch for, I don't know, altogether it's been about probably like 5 months, but I did take that really long break to upgrade my computer. And so just being back and being able to reach affiliate at this moment, I think I really needed that. And it's not really about, the actual achievements there, but I really do want to build a community and, a supportive community. And The Sims is actually a really great community for that. Every time I post anything about my content from The Sims 4 to when I'm streaming, I get a lot of, great feedback, and I really like that. And the people who join me on my streams, they're really nice, and we have a great time. So again, if you don't know, I am streaming on Twitch now, and I do stream every Wednesday and Saturday. On Saturday, I stream from 12:30 to sometimes around 4, sometimes around 3. So it really just depends on how the storyline is going, how the chat's feeling, how we're feeling, and everything. And then on Wednesday I do stream at 7 until around 9 or 10, and this is all Eastern Standard Time, so yeah. But if you do want to stop by, that's when. Also, the times and the link to my Twitch are all down in the description box, so don't worry. Again, it's also LynzloByChoice because that's what this channel is, so there you go. And also, I just wanted to say thank you, for the support and everything. I haven't really been creating content for The Sims for that long, but the fact that people are actually enjoying it is really great to hear. And like I said, I won't be on here long, doing the voiceover, and it will be some music playing in a while, but As you can see, the downstairs is really almost done. I just have to fix the back and add in some paint, a few more things of decoration, and that's really about it. As you can see in the corner, there is a bar stool or a bar tray there. Excellent idea. I didn't know what I was thinking when I put that there, but now that I'm looking back at it, it's really great. I love that, and I think it came with Vintage Glamour or something similar to it. If it didn't, I'm sorry, but it did come with one of the stuff packs that were pretty older. And so if you do want to check those out, that's there too. And if you want to see what all packs I have used in this build, as you download it from the gallery, it does show all the ones that I've used in that build. So you can check it out there if you want to. But yeah, I'm just happy to, reach those achievements and things like that. And I'm pretty sure there will be more because we are great people and the support is really outrageous, and I am just very thankful for it. And that's about it for this. Like I said, I won't be talking too long. And so as we go into the bedrooms and everything, I really hope you like it. I try a lot of new things with building this and the floor plan and everything, so I'll just let you listen to this calm sound and watch the process. If you do have any comments, or if you want to see anything, any suggestions or anything, leave them down in the description box and I will definitely look at them, because I definitely want to hear what you have to say. I want to know what you'd like to see from me and what we can produce from that. I feel like it can be really something great. Once again, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. If you have, welcome back, and I hope you try to stay around and hang out with us a few more times. I do post every Friday. Again, this one was really different because of my travels, but now that I'm back, you will get videos every Friday, and I really hope that you are enjoying them. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope, your crops are thriving and you're drinking water, all of that good stuff. And I will see you all next Friday. Enjoy the music, enjoy the sounds, and bye everyone.